didn't really like at all will have to be Sephiroth.
That's fair. That's valid.
And the thing is, like, everything about him is amazing.
Yeah.
It's just once you hit the motivation.
Well, the motivation isn't what's wrong. It's the mimetic mutation that happened of the motivation. Everybody just calls him a mama's boy now, even though that's not exactly what he is. Like,
no.
If you really take a look at his character and like his history, like
it's pretty depressing.
It's not. Yeah, and his turn to make sense.
Yeah, no, but for me, what the main for me, the motivation of him, destroying the planet and then making a new planet out of it, I'm just like, bruh, just wipe out the corporation that started this whole problem.
Right, but the thing is that he falsely believes that Jenova is his mother, and he falsely believes that Jenova is an ancient. So he thinks that he's that he's a descendant of the ancients, which is separate from the rest of the humans that currently populate the world. So he's like, oh, they stole the planet from us. Don't worry, I'll take it back. We'll make it better. Like we'll shape the world the way it should. A world just for us. And so he's like, I'm going to destroy everything.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what you're saying. It's the reason why I cannot get behind.
What's wrong with that? Like, if you know his character, like,
because the entire point is there are a lot of steps from the past, especially if you play Crisis Core.
Well, even without playing Crisis Core, you still know everything about him.
Mm-hmm. No, but I'm talking about Crisis Core as
as well as before Crisis.
Yeah, but overall, it's just the fact that his motivation, he's going with that, is what gets me. It's like, so why are you taking over the planet? Just wipe it
out. My gripe with it is that it's all based on a misconception, though.
No, the misconception
which itself is pretty interesting.
It's extremely interesting because the thing is, if he just
knew the truth, I don't think he would have fallen that.
Exactly.
Would he be disgusted with what he is? Probably, but would he be like, I need to destroy the world and reclaim it for the sake of this lost race? I don't think he would have. It's like
but that's the problem. Is that, like you said, there's a lot of moments that the heroes themselves could have saved Sephiroth from the.
At that point, most of the damage was already done, though.
Oh no, but I'm talking about when they Crisis Core, there was still time to save him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because kind of sucks.
Yeah. Hence for the reason why, overall, as a villain, he works more as an anti-hero. Because technically, what he's doing is considered noble in
his eyes, maybe. But then you also take into the fact that he does relish in the suffering of others.
Hence for the reason why, like I said, it's a mixed bag with that one, and that's why
different facets of Sephiroth. I'd say what the statement that best describes Sephiroth as a whole, with everything, the different versions of him, is how he describes Hojo. Is that he's a or actually not even him who describes Hojo, but the way Hojo is described, who his biological father, a walking mass of complexes.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Final Fantasy VI. I know a lot of people are going to say that Kefka was one of the better villains, but Kefka has a lot of issues himself, and I love Final Fantasy VI.
I do too. Kefka is amazing. I love Kefka. Kefka is so entertaining.
Yeah.
Also, just his 16-bit laugh track.
Yeah, that's just like the best.
So iconic. I love that.
Oh my god!
Oh, right there.
It was like the inclusion of that, like in his final boss fight too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I wish the music didn't kick in until after his text box happened.
Yeah,
you know.
And the one thing that really gets me also with Kefka is the origin. Supposedly his origin was the reason he went into the inside. You know, for Celeste, and I'm just like, okay, you could have used that.
Wait. What about Celeste?
So the entire reason why Kefka went into the the magic imbuing thing is because he was in love with Celeste, and he wanted to show. Yeah. So that was supposed to be the original concept. Is that he was in love with?
Wasn't Kefka born into the project though?
No, he was just your typical regular, normal person, and so when he like no, it wasn't the concept.
Oh, okay. I could explain this. Kefka was born into the project. He was the first Magitech, experiment that they did.
No, because he became the first experiment because he volunteered himself to be the first experiment. Because he wanted to show, he wanted to show the world, and he wanted to show, Celeste that he was a strong individual because apparently he was weak and growing up.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that kind of from the whole aspect of that.
No, so what happened was when they did the infusion with the magic, it broke his mind.
Right. But
and so that's why
this up again later then.
Yeah, it was one of the concept arts because I remember reading it and I was like,
was that the actual actual thing they went with, or is that just the concept?
No, I think they referenced it a couple of times in like the actual story beats behind it.
Because I know there's some Leo or Gestalt, one of those two explains to the party who Kefka is and he's so deranged. And the Magitech experiment drove him mad, like it broke his mind. But I could have sworn he was like born into the project, sort of like, but like he was specifically picked to be the first experiment, and then like he turned out to be a bit of a failure.
No, that's how. Because I remember reading. Because like I said, I was really interested in Kefka. Yeah, because I was really interested in Kefka when I first was playing Final Fantasy VI. And so that's what I was reading up on, and that's what it said that his love for General Celeste was the reason he went into the program. He was, he became mad because of experiments.
Yeah, I don't like that. That doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like Kefka motivation for anything, even though it is pretty, mind broken. So I don't know. I will have to look this up later just to confirm it for myself because I kind of don't believe you.
No, I know.
I 80% don't believe you based on what you're saying and what I think I know.
I think so because I was thinking because the thing as you were because I was just like, wait, this makes no fucking sense because the entire point of character is supposed to be chaos incarnate. That's basically what he's supposed to be.
Because like the process to give him magic drove him mad.
Yeah.
But then he's also he's a narcissist and just like a nihilist and all this other shit where he just just wants to watch the world turn.
Yeah, like
he just does not know or understand any positive emotions or whatever else. You just can't fathom them because the world's so twisted and messed up in his head.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, that's one of the reasons it threw me off too, because I was like, there is, it doesn't, because like throughout the entire series, you never see him interact with Celeste in that, mad
Other
love
than to lie to the party, saying good job bringing them all here.
yeah,
Excellent work.
or when he's about to execute her. That was the only reaction I ever saw.
Yeah.
The bit, I was just like, what do you mean he was in love with Celeste? What?
I believe he was in love with Tara, even though fucking Tara's.
He considered her a pedophile, but at that point he was already.
I mean, Celeste is also like a teenager.
No, she's almost the same age. She's the same age as Locke.
Locke is what, 26, 28?
Yeah.
26?
Yeah. Because I know Tara's like 16.
Tara's like 16 or 17.
Yeah. Somewhere around.
Like 19-ish by the time the World of Ruin happens.
Yeah. Like I said, it threw me completely on my big because I was just like, what do you mean? It also explained because the reason he's the just how fast is that
out here.
No, he was taking the original. Yeah.
The Japanese was a good idea. Let's do that.
They saw a dude dressed up like a clown. So they made him. So they made him music.
Yeah, in actuality, he was supposed to be fucking person he is.
Yeah, but I think that actually works out in favor though, as far as like everything else. Like, just because like Kefka is so unassuming, aside from a few specific moments, right?
When he the water,
yeah, like, when he poisons the asshole, and that's like up to the point, like he's kind of like a jumper, essentially. Like you run into him, he fails. He can't get anything right, but Edgar outwits him, even though like Kefka's completely aware that Edgar is, lying to his face. So he decides, okay, time to burn this place to the ground. What happens? Oh, the castle is safe. Most of the people there are fine, and my target's got away. Damn.
No, like for me, my favorite beat has to be when he's on top of the magic triangle after he kills
the triad.
Yeah, after he kills the emperor, he just fucking tries to kill the emperor. To the left, more. I left, a bit more, a little more forward. There, you got him. That was my favorite scene throughout the entire fucking game. It's just him killing the emperor and the emperor going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and then like it's like the way the screen turns like, splashes red every time Kefka like shoots on somebody.
Yeah.
General Leo, like holy shit, man.
That was
Poor Leo, man. He deserved better.
He did deserve a lot better. He was one of those characters I was just like,
he's one of the noble, soldiers working for the bad guys. I was like, oh, if the people he served weren't bad guys, he'd actually be like, this really cool dude. But he serves evil because he thinks it's justice.
Not just that, it's because it's his oath.
That too. But yeah, and then Kefka just just like.
I mean, like, I wish they do a remake so they can actually fix some of the story beats of 6.
I feel like most of the story beats are fine, and like I like some of the campier moments in that game too.
Oh no! I'm talking about because like I want a little bit more emotional with the Phantom Train.
Oh, that I feel like it. I mean, I guess it's not as sad as it could be because because by that point you barely got to know Cyan, and then like everything you need to know about him. He's like he's dead.
Yeah, that's it. But like,
and then like barely a few hours after you meet him, you get the Phantom Train, and it's just like, oh damn,
that's sad.
Yeah.
But come on, don't tell me you don't want to see an HD remix, Sabian.
Suplex the train. Fucking yes. Dude, I was like, I kept on saying every time when I first saw the Phantom Train was a boss in Final Fantasy 14, I was like, yo,
suplex.
The active time maneuver thing should have been like the tank, like knocking Phantom Train off the rails or something, and then like him trying to get back onto the rails to attack you.
Every port, every remake, every enhancement, they never
suplex everything. Yes,
they never leave that out.
Dude, speaking of that, they need to. Actually, I will say it actually because I said not to talk about the 7 remake. Never mind.
Should
keep his limit for that.
for me, the one thing I do want, from a Final Fantasy VI remake also, will be to give more time to the Ugo. What's the name of that child? Awa or
Gao?
Gao. There you go.
The guy from the belt.
Yeah. I want to see a little bit more character from, because like legit, all he really is you go into the safari, he jumps into the enemy team, comes back with a new skill. That's about it.
Yeah, he's basically another blue mage in the party, but worse.
Yeah, the character development was not spread equally.
No, it was not. But granted, like, what are you gonna get out of Gao?
They could have gave him a tragic backstory. His parents abandoned him, something like that.
I mean, that kind of already is the case. But
there are 2 party members that exist just to give the ninja guy character development.
Yeah.
Yeah, Realm and Strago.
And then, to be honest, like I said, there's a lot of like story beats that I want them just to fix a little bit. Like you know how you what do you call it? You go into the ruins. After that one mimic mage.
Oh, Go, aka Gilgamesh.
Yeah, you know how you're supposed to look.
Yeah.
I wish they would give a little bit more context behind that, because for me, I was.
You're incentivized for because you don't need to get any of them. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. You can just stick to the main cast, but
which apparently is Celeste, Edgar, and Setzer. Those are the 3 most important characters to the game.
The optional characters get pretty big development if you use them.
Actually, no, not Edgar. Was it Sabin? Is Sabin the one that you get mandatory?
No.
I don't remember if it's Sabin or Edgar that's mandatory.
I think no, it's Edgar, because it's the one that you need. Because it's the one that you need to get to Terra.
Well, but Terra's not mandatory either.
No, I know Terra's not mandatory, but remember when? No, it is Edgar.
You're talking about like the World of Ruin. Like you can literally go straight to Kefka with the only 3 mandatory party members at that point in the game, which is Celeste because she's the one you're controlling, Setzer because he's the one with the airship, and then I don't remember if it was Sabin or if it was Edgar.
No, it's
mandatory.
Satan. It's Satan. Yeah, because you need Satan to get Edgar, because remember Edgar is going into his castle that's still underground.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's right. Okay, so yeah, those 3. Like you can just go in there with those 3 as like apparently they're the most important characters to the story. Because I don't understand why they didn't make obtaining mandatory for that, or like make all the characters or most of the cast mandatory, Yeah,
it's
weird.
Like I said, they need story
thematically resonant. At least it's considering it was a Super Nintendo game juggling what was it, 16 characters?
Yeah,
that's still something. Like I'd say they worked well within the limitations that they had. So more would be nice though.
Yeah, just like I said, just a little touch up on certain story beats. But other than that, And the story beats I will consider that needs the most touching is the World of Ruins.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, World of Ruin had a lot of iconic moments. Granted, they were all character quest related moments.
I mean, for me, my favorite character from 6 will have to be Ultros.
Ultros is hilarious.
He is for me like the best part of 6. Like for most of
the opera.
Yeah. And then when you're fighting him with Ren. Oh my god, I love that
bit. He just gets ends up in debt, having to work at the casino.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was some good moments in 6 that I want to remake because I want to see how they'll do Ultros. Who would voice him?
Don't know, but if they were to give it the same amount of nostalgic love that 7 remake had, I'd say you're golden. You know, I'd say there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
hold on,
I will love it.
Because let's be real, the nostalgia that they hit with 7 remake, so amazing. I fucking love it. But yeah, 6 would be pretty cool if they remade that. 5, I'd say, is another good title that they could do. 4, they've already done a remake of 4, but it was like practically a 1-to-1 remake, just with some quality of life improvements, and like everything was in 3D and voiced. Granted, it was chibi 3D, but it was everything was voiced as well. Let's see, what's another? And then 8 got a remaster, but 8's always been the black sheep of the original 10. And then 9 doesn't actually need a remake. 9 is fine as it is. In all honesty, 9 is so well put together. I'll just say that the only problem with 9 is that some of the characters don't really get anything to work with after their moment is done.
Okay, here's
particularly Freya
game where they gave Ultros a voice.
Oh yeah, he did have a voice in that, didn't he? I didn't actually see that scene. The only scene I looked up during that was Gilgamesh. And Gilgamesh is the remix to Clash on the Big Bridge. Holy shit! They made it. They made the song Japanese.
Like I said, I won't lie. For me, Final Fantasy IV was the first Final Fantasy I ever played.
Oh, nice. I actually never got to play 4.
But 4 is actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'm aware. It's just like I never actually had the chance to play it.
The one that I didn't like at all was Final Fantasy II.
I can understand that, yeah, based on how the progression system is in that one.
Yeah, no, that was what got me because I couldn't get past the first area.
Yeah, so that one was really obtuse with so if you want to level up, you need to just do an action over and over again and all this other stuff. And like, it's interesting, but it was implemented very poorly.
Yeah, no, that's basically what got me because I was just like, I don't like, I'm trying to get higher into the world, and I can't get anywhere.
Yeah,
because everything is so over leveled and overpowered, and I'm just getting one shot.
Yeah, Final Fantasy II is basically a lot like a bunch of other early video game sequels, like a Legend of Zelda. You know, they tried something mostly different, and it just didn't stick. It didn't work. So they went back to what the first one was good at, and refined that.
Actually, right now that I got you talking about it, how do you feel about Fire Emblem Echoes?
Like me or
Yeah, no, not Echoes.
Shadows of Valencia,
Yeah,
which is Echoes.
yeah, basically.
Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valencia. Yeah,
How do you feel
that's
about
the whole title. I don't have anything to really say about it because I never played Fire Emblem Gaiden or that game. But the concept of the remake, how it's basically a 1-to-1 remake of the original game, brought into the 3D era.
Anything for that.
I think it's pretty cool that they managed to do that and keep to its roots. But I do recall seeing some complaints and negativity that it didn't really like update any of the more archaic parts of the game, other than like the supports getting fleshed out with like full voice acting. I think. Right, the supports in that game were voiced. I think, right?
it? Yeah,
Okay,
Everything
yeah.
was.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that was a solid title. Was it the best for like a Fire Emblem game released at that time? Probably not, but I mean, hey, it was different from Awakening, so for the modern fans, it was either a downgrade or it was just different.
I was gonna
And
say
for the old fans, it was just
it was okay.
Yeah, like I have no real thoughts on it really, because I haven't played it.
Well, because the main reason why is because Mark was asking how would you feel? Do you think there's going to be another Fire Emblem for the 3DS? And the rumor is right now it's Genealogy of the Holy War
Oh,
is the next
that'd be
title they're working on.
interesting. That one is fans really like that one.
because a lot of people are speculating it's going to be the one with Lynn, but but the way the track record's been going with remakes, they're going from the beginning.
They remade the Shadow Dragon with Mars.
Then they remade
Then they remade the Mystery of the New Dungeon or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they made Gaiden.
And then
so if they are following that trend, then yeah, Genealogy of the Holy War, that fans really liked that one. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with that in a modern build.
Yeah, because like for me,
to put it in you did not use weapon grab once. Okay, back to the Fire Emblem.
I didn't catch that explosion. It was really muffled.
It was all so Mark. Continue your conversation.
Oh.
Yeah. The thing is, for me, I played the original Fire Emblem, the one for the GBA, the one with Lynn.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, the Binding Blade.
Yeah, the Binding Blade. Yeah. No, that's the Blazing Sword. Binding Blade is Roy.
Yeah, the Blazing Sword, because I remember that.
Yeah, I played that one too. I didn't beat it though. I got stuck on Nina's extra chapter.
Oh yeah, no, but
that one was pretty hard.
and then for me, then the next one was my favorite, Sacred Stones.
Yeah, I didn't start that one because I wanted to finish the other one first.
Yeah.
So I have it on my Wii U, but I just haven't played it. Easier.
Really good game. And so I was expecting to, either remake Blazing Sword or
Sacred Stones.
Yeah, because those are the ones that a lot of people,
remember.
Yeah.
At least the US anyway, but keep in mind, Fire Emblem is a Japanese IP.
Yeah, everybody's waiting for Genealogy of the Holy War.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. Genealogy of the Holy War is what started the whole Descendants thing.
Yeah. No, Hansford, like I said, are they going to do the whole story, or they're just going to give you the first, and then later on they're going to tell you the second part, like they did with, like
Fates?
With Fates. That's what a lot of people.
A little bit different, but yeah, I get what you mean.
So
I mean,
that's what a lot of people
do that.
That's what people
I
are
would
worried
certainly
about.
hope they keep it all in one package, but I mean, hey, you never know.
I mean that's the one problem I'm having with the Final Fantasy VII remake. I mean, I love the whole game.
Oh
The whole
yeah,
game is
but like,
amazing.
so keep in mind that like they are redoing the entire thing from ground up.
Oh no, I understand. No, hence for the reason why, like I said, I'm okay with it. The thing is, I would have just preferred them release it all in one go.
Or at least have like an actual schedule for it, and then like that schedule would have gotten pushed back anyway because of COVID.
Yeah, no, but at least at that point, we would know, not just having to wait and then pray to God.
Yeah, that's one of my gripes with it too. But at the same time, I can understand, and I'm willing to give them the time
Yeah, no,
to
no,
refine it.
no. Hence for the reason, like I said, I love, I love the fact that they're basically doing like they did with the original Final Fantasy VII, split it up into discs.
Which is also a fun concept. So it's like, oh, that's a neat little nod. Hopefully, it doesn't blow up in their face because
Hey guys.
people don't like episodic things.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
But
Quick question.
what's up?
Damn. I literally played 2 small games while you guys were talking about that.
Yeah, you did that old school racing game, and you cheesed it as Supersonic, and then you just did Sonic Fighters. Yeah.
It's like, guys,
I did mention the whole disappointment in your lack of whooping grabbing with Sonic.
hey,
Fighters.
I still won.
I know, but
I just want to make sure
it's
you
still
guys aren't forgetting. I'm not sure if you guys knew that I was still here. You guys-
We know.
Okay.
I hear the game. I saw in my minimized window of the video feed.
Okay.
You cheesed all the races as Supersonic by infinitely jumping.
Well, you can't infinitely jump. It's a double jump.
Whatever.
Okay, you guys can continue. I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Okay, you guys can go on. Go on.
That's the exact thing that happened when I played cards in my geometry class in high school.
again.
Fucking substitute teacher went out to me and all the people that I was hanging out with, playing cards in the background during the lesson. It's like, y'all paying attention to the lesson, y'all taking any notes. We just showed them our paper. Everything was there. It's like, all right then, you can carry on then. I was like, yeah, we're paying attention.
Okay, because this is like the longest I've ever heard both you guys talk about Final Fantasy in general.
Well, Final Fantasy is so fucking good. You should get into the franchise, man.
Nah, I'm good.
Like, in all honesty, the MMO is actually pretty good if you actually have people to play with.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I haven't been playing it as much recently because most of my friends are, doing stuff on their own times. But like, I still really like the content in the game for the most part.
Yeah, I will play it too. But the thing is, I've been busy with other things and don't have.
I'm just burned out on it for the most part, though. So like, I need like an actual reason to just play outside of grinding.
Yeah. Because that's actually what Mark had asked earlier. It's like, how do you feel about a game grinding? I'm like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But the problem I would have is spending 4 hours to getting just one piece out of an 8-piece collectible. That's when I'm just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
I get upset when the collectible I'm going for doesn't do anything meaningful for me.
Well, that depends on what type of collectible it is. Like if it's like a collectible that's just meant to prove that you did, like meant that you accomplished something in the game. Yeah, that's like, that's the predecessor to achievements that we have now, right?
Yeah.
There are some items in some earlier Final Fantasy games that are just key items that you can only obtain by having done like a specific task. which is like extremely hard to like complete like a mini
I like
game
the ones that make
that's
new
really tedious to go through, right? So it's like it's just bragging rights for the most part when you get those.
I like the ones that actually change the aesthetics a little, even if they don't really do anything.
Oh yeah, I mean, in the same vein, like ultimate weapons that you could get that that you can only obtain by beating the super boss. Like that has no meaning also because you already killed the strongest thing in the game, so there's like nothing to really use your new reward on other than the final boss and make the final boss easier than the super boss, right? Unless
that's more of a power number thing because it feels good to.
Yeah, that's true. There is that, but even then, it's just like oh yeah, you achieve, like you got this awesome thing for beating this extremely difficult thing that we made.
Yeah,
congratulations. You have nothing to challenge it to really to use it on. Go have fun.
They at least give you a harder version of every boss or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. And like just
New Game Plus is there for now.
Yeah, in certain games, yeah, but even then, it's like not every game will have it.
Give you flat out a harder version of the boss.
Wait, what?
Some games flat out just give you a harder version of the boss to test it out on.
Yeah, some games.
What do you guys think about games that when you have a level up system, they constantly have enemies scaled to your level up? So it almost feels
that is stupid.
It depends on how the game's structured. If the game actively incentivizes you against grinding up, then it's just to keep the pace going without it's just to keep the challenge going without breaking pace, right? Mm-hmm. But then like if it's just like that because they don't want it to get too easy, well then keep in mind that there are games that have other systems that allow you to break them anyway without that. Final Fantasy VIII.
The level of scaling also doesn't affect any bosses, so you can get situations where the bosses could be one shot by the enemies.
Yeah. Like the only game I really know that makes leveling up, that makes leveling up pointless is Final Fantasy VIII. I know there are other games, I just don't know them off the top of my head to say what they are and know how they play to give an opinion. But Final Fantasy VIII, you're incentivized against leveling up because of the whole like enemies scale with you. So like it's to incentivize you to actually play with the new system that they introduced in 8, which was the junction system and the draw feature, right?
Yeah.
So they did that they made that the means to play with your stats. So that way you'd be incentivized against leveling up excessively, right?
I hear you.
So how do you feel about New Story Plus?
Again, that also is. I'm gonna have to give the cop out like Reggie, but it depends on the game. If New Game Plus just resets you at the beginning of the story to play the game with harder difficulty, it's only gonna have meaning to people who actually love the game.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing it for the sake of doing it over again, it just you're
yeah. Now, if the game actually has replay value, though, like that has replay value. If it has some worth. Chrono Trigger is a good example of that. Chrono Trigger has like several endings, and like the way the New Game Plus works on that is probably like one of the best ways to implement it. Another one I would say that does a good method of New Game Plus would be Dark Souls 2. Instead of just making enemies beefier, it also completely changes enemy placement as well. So it's not the exact same experience 1-to-1 when you go through it for on multiple playthroughs. But games with like multiple branching paths. That's a good game to have New Game Plus on. That way you can just continue on without losing any of the progress that you made, unless the game itself doesn't really require it doesn't really have a whole lot of player choice on character building. Say like a narrative story like Life is Strange or The Walking Dead, Granted,
your choices don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, granted, that game, if you were to play that multiple times, you'd realize that there is no choice.
You'd realize the game's hard.
It's unfortunately.
All right.
But if you look at it,
I'm tired.
Oh,
I love to talk and continue more about this Final Fantasy. I was gonna say commercial, the conversation. But
I might as well be a commercial with how much we're talking about it sucking its dick.
At some point, I'm waiting to hear Final Fantasy, our sponsor for today's video.
By the way, that's an interesting thing to mention. Because now we'd like to bring you a word from our sponsors of Square Enix.
Now, bring you actual word from our sponsors: Raid Shadow Legends,
and Raycon,
and Blue Apron.
That was here's a word from our sponsor, Surfshark VPN.
Yeah, no, NordVPN, bro.
Whatever the fuck.
Do you find yourself in the wild west of the internet unprotected? Did you know that you could watch things on Netflix that are outside of your country?
Just get Surfshark.
You could play Dark Souls in your kitchen today. Anyway.
You could play Halo in a McDonald's right now.
And you'll be secure just like when you're at home.
It's don't worry, the Master Chief has got your back. And you can't forget about Cortana.
I'm sorry, Microsoft did not allow us to say that.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
What? Well, fuck you, Microsoft. Where's Bungie?
Yeah, Cortana's dead anyways.
Wait, Cortana, is that the waifu that they're trying to sell, or is that something else?
Cortana was the AI that was plugged into the Master Chief.
Okay.
Which then I think became an actual it basically became a competitor to Siri in the real world after all of that.
When's Master Chief gonna end up adding the paperclip guy to his arsenal?
Well, he does have an open position.
Yeah, and is his dog the Microsoft Windows dog that helps you with your No,
they got the Taco Bell dog for that.
Yeah. Wait, are you lying to me? Actually, that'd be cool.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Quiero Taco Bell. Boom. Dude, I love those commercials back in the day. I don't care how racist the people may have thought they were. They were A+.
Hey, it was the 90s, man.
It
was a different time, man.
That's
nobody thought they were racist, man. Not even the people who would have thought they were racist now, nor the people they were. Heck, even the people. Forget it.
Joke failed. It has been killed right away. Anyway, thanks, Jose. Thanks, Jose, for being with us for 5 hours. I'm impressed. Normally, you're telling us that you got to go take off because girlfriend, but I appreciate you sticking with us.
Well, obviously, One Piece is right after this.
Oh yeah.
Rip.
Have fun dying.
Yeah, you're never gonna finish that show. I'll just tell you know what. By the time
you'd be able to finish it in no time if you watched it on your own.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, I want to do that, but my girlfriend says no.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, like it would be possible if you didn't have to wait on somebody else.
Exactly.
So here's
I
my
have
forecast.
no
could
life.
catch up with One Piece in literally a year.
This is my forecast. I see you, Jose, with your girlfriend getting to at least maybe 3 or 4 seasons, and then something's gonna happen that distracts your girlfriend, and you're never gonna watch it again.
The thing is, I wish
I
it
mean,
was true, but
That's totally
One Piece
possible.
is her. No, the thing is, One Piece is her favorite anime. That's all.
And?
That's the only anime she watches.
Oh, kind of like how my mom watches only Naruto.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, good luck, my friend. This is the most stream sessions I've ever done in a row for a day. We're not streaming tomorrow. If you plan on playing Fortnite tomorrow, I'm not streaming it for the channel. We're just gonna play just for funsies. But man, today was a productive day in terms of the channel. So I thank both of you guys, all three of you guys. That includes you, Reggie, popping in when you did. Next time we will get back.
not you, Diego.
Yeah, Diego. Well, Diego didn't even talk. He'd just be chilling in the
Diego
corner.
was MVP. Let's be real here.
Without Diego, this entire stream would fall apart. But next time, we're gonna get back into the world of Fire Emblem. It's been a while, so I've actually been in the mood to get back into the game. And then our sister game will be something a little special. It's gonna be a little different too. I'm not gonna be doing 2 RPGs back to back. That's gonna be killer on me in terms of memorizing my loadouts. So as soon as Fire Emblem,
Unless you played something simple.
well, here's my plan. After Fire Emblem is done, I want to play Paper Mario for the channel, and that is very special.
Fire Emblem is never going to be finished at the lost cause. People, don't get your hopes up.
Oh, Fire Emblem will finish, especially since I'm only going through the main story beats for a reason. It would have like a bajillion parts. If I
You
did
know,
that.
you'd probably be done already if you played Edelgard's route.
Sadly true.
Yes, that's true. But the thing is, I like Blue Lions, okay? And we've been through this. The joke is dead. We move on.
Hang on.
The joke will never die.
Before the joke dies, I have to say it.
What?
That was because of yesterday, and I will say this now,
What?
Mark. Since you know him more than I do, you're gonna have to do this for Regen.
What? Oh my god. What am I gonna do? I will coach you in Fortnite and teach you game sense and more.
For only $5.
Hashtag Dark Regent needs this.
She's literally carrying him.
I'm sorry, Regent. You're probably gonna watch this in the future, but man, you are terrible at Fortnite.
Does he watch this?
He is literally carrying him to victory.
Yeah, we were literally carrying Dark.
But does he watch this?
Yes, he does. He's in my guild. He watches all the videos I post. Or at least some of them anyway. But especially since I'm calling him out here now, he's gonna be like, Mark, when's the video that you talk about me in?
I was like, what? Like, when isn't?
No, he's a good guy. But the thing is, when we played Fortnite yesterday, and boy, man, he imagine the worst player to have in Call of Duty and multiply that by 2. And you got Dark.
Let me put it this
I'm
way.
probably the worst player in Call of Duty.
Let me put it this way. I got so tilted, I left. I was just done. I couldn't handle it anymore.
But the tilted towers are gone.
That is because you are weak.
Dude,
No.
yesterday we were in a situation where we got downed, and he was our last guy there, and we're literally coaching him, telling him, "Don't get to my body yet. They're still around me."
And he runs up to him.
Don't you?
He's like, "Wait, what are you guys trying to tell me? We're telling you to stay back. Don't engage. Don't engage."
Let us walk towards you, because there was another team fighting with us. So there was 3 teams, us and 2 more. And after they downed both of us, they were going after each other. And so we told Regen, just stay where you are. We'll crawl to you because they're ignoring us. And so we start crawling, and then he decides to go. So I was closer to Region. He ran past me and went after Mark, that was right across, and got killed. And so at that point, Diego was by himself, and then Diego gets killed. And so at that point, I was just like, Mark, I gotta go, and I took off. I was just so done. I was just like, yeah, I'm not. I can't handle this.
The thing is that Jose and I, we both know we're not as good at we're not A+ material when it comes to Fortnite, but we have gamer sense, as he has put it. in terms of how
I
to play.
don't.
Huh?
I don't.
Well, here's the thing. You, I would honestly say you Explodes, you are on par with us in terms of skill level. So when we're dealing with somebody like Dark, who unfortunately doesn't play this game ever, and when he does, he doesn't want to stop playing the game until we like disband. Because literally after Jose left, he goes, "So are we still playing?" And I was like, "I gotta go. I gotta go do something over there."
Oh my god.
But yeah,
I was just so tilted. I was just so mad. I was just like, the thing is, I wasn't mad at him. I was just mad at the fact that he ran past me. I was right next to him, and he
I was
runs
right
past
there,
me
2 feet in front of you.
and runs past me to go to Mark, and I'm just like, well, fuck.
So you had a Vegeta moment. It's just like,
It's
being
the,
ignored.
it's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of rushing past the nearby senior citizen that you can grab by the hand and carry across the street to go get the other senior citizen 3 blocks away to do the exact same thing.
Oh, did you get hit by a truck?
Exactly.
That's why I was just like, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm out. I can't play
No
play
offense,
this.
Dark, but if you do end up seeing this, like we love you, man. We like you.
We still love you.
We're not gonna play Fortnite with you again.
I don't.
my
I've
God.
never really met you.
I like you,
Just
Dark.
exclude him after this. What if he becomes like the #1 player in the world after that?
We're still not gonna
That
play
we've
with them.
still
You're
played
never
him.
playing with him again.
We stick by what we said. We don't care about Fortnite.
Dude, he's gonna get so many achievements. He's gonna go into the world of esports. He's gonna win all the money. You're gonna be like,
And we
damn,
still won't play with him
I
because
wish we kept playing with that guy.
YouTube Gossip Corner, and we just uncovered some hardcore dirt on the great Dark Regent, Fortnite player extraordinaire. Did you know that he had 3 players who were his quote-unquote friends that no longer play with him and say he's trash? Can you believe that? Let me show you this obviously dated recording of these 3 people dissing on him.
But like I said, we like you, Regen, but boy, your gamer common sense on that yesterday was just so fucking bad.
so wish I was there for it.
Dude, he literally says, "I don't know what to do with these weapons. I got these 3 gold weapons, but I don't know what to do with them."
Throw them on the ground.
No, my favorite line was just like, how do you expect me to be good if I never play this game? We're not expecting you to be good. We're just expecting you to have common sense. Well, how am I supposed to have common sense if I never play this goddamn game? You see, I don't get mad when we die. And then Mark goes, I'm not getting mad. I'm just saying, next time, just listen to what we're telling you.
And proceeds to not do what we're telling him.
Wait, please. It's a squad. It's the squad.
Going, or is the being just there for fun?
Yeah, and we're trying to at least get in the top 10 reliably, and here he is, like, hey, I see a couple guys shooting, I'm going there. Like, no, don't do that.
Just let him play the game, man.
No, my favorite one was
You'll
when
pay
we're
a
like,
sub, all right?
my favorite one was when we were like, okay, we're not going to attack, we're not going to shoot, we're just going to walk away. And then he starts opening fire.
What? I didn't hear you guys. What'd you say? You're gonna open fire?
I bet he was probably muted in there. And then when he came back, he's like, "All right, guys, I'm ready to go." Leroy Jenkins. You've seen that clip, right?
Oh, yeah, dude,
You've
that's
seen that
I've
clip,
seen
right?
it. Yeah, I've
That
seen
is so hilarious.
No. That's why yesterday when I left, I didn't want to tell Mark until today.
it.
The reason I left because I was just so mad. I was just so done. I was just like, I'm done. I can't do this. If I keep playing like this, I am gonna get even more mad, and then I'm gonna say things that's gonna hurt people's feelings.
See,
So I'm just gonna stop.
Jose, I think we both share the same thing. We could play around. We could die and be like, yeah, that's my fault. But when it's something that you could have avoided, you feel bad
Yeah.
about it. And it's worse when someone dances over your grave when it's something that could have been avoided.
Yeah, like that Rick fucking teabagging me. That's why I left. That's why I was so mad. Because Region was right next to me. The Rick Sanchez was right next to us.
Yes.
He was low
that
on
one.
health. He was
Teabag
low
you?
on health. And then Region decides to go after you, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah, Rick and
Why?
Morty's in Fortnite, by the way. That's what we're talking about.
Before hose, man. I guess he chose Mark instead of you. You ho.
That was his first mistake. You don't prioritize to revive me first. Diego has shown me the light.
no, but I will admit though that squad play that was amazing. So so the thing is, I will give props to Region for this one.
What?
So this will be the one positive thing we're gonna say in this video about him was the fact when you and Diego died, and we were by the van, and there was a whole squad fighting. And then I sneakily went up to get your card. I got down, and they ignored me, and they went after
Each other, yeah.
after each other. And I remember crawling, and I was just like, Region, pick me up. Wait, what? Region, just pick me up. But they told me to walk away, and you're like, no, right now is a good time. And then you just hear Diego go, man, we lost this. And so and then Region picks me up, and I go crawl behind the bed. I'm just like, Region, go make some noise. So Region goes to distract them as I'm crouching, reviving everybody in that van. We just went to wipe up the squad.
Yeah. That
This is an
that happened.
entire video
A
just
team play.
staring
Just
at a menu screen.
You're
And
the guy.
we talk about how bad Regent is.
At the end of a Sonic R.
Congratulations, Dark. The most positive thing they could say about you is that they used you like a pawn.
But the funny thing is, okay, 3 teams were at it. Us, 2 other teams. We all get down except Regent, and the 2 other teams are fighting each other. And these are teams of 4. So by the time that Regent somehow miraculously gets all of us back alive, there's only like 1 or 2 people left, and we just swarmed them. so whatever they did to us was meaningless because we came back.
And all the weapons they stole from us, we got back.
Exactly. We still lost that match though.
Yeah, because that was the one with Region got us killed.
Yeah.
Because we're going in silent, and then you just hear Region silence.
What?
You lit it up like a 4th of July schedule.
All right. Well, you guys get some rest. I know Reggie still has to work tomorrow.
Happy 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
I also get my shot on Tuesday, so that's nice.
Oh, your first or second?
Yeah.
Second.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Sayonara, baby. Well, I was gonna say sayonara, my cheeky N words, but we don't want that in the video.
Oh, why do you want to talk about chicken nuggets, bro?
Oh no, I said cheeky N word.
Oh, the nuggets. Gotcha. Okay, so we will close today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Long story
Just
short,
say it like
Regent
Jackie.
sucks. The
Not
end.
bad.